extend a warm welcome to one and all gathered here for the CME on measles and rubella elimination and other vaccine preventable disease and adverse event following immunization surveillance in association with National Public Health Surveillance Network of World Health Organization, Reproductive and Child Health Office of District and Health and Family Welfare Department, Dakshina Kannada District. It is indeed our pleasure to have amongst us the Chief Guest, Dr. Kishore Kumar M, District Health and Family Welfare Officer, Dakshina Kannada. Guest of Honor, Dr. Rajesh BV, Reproductive and Child Health Officer, Dakshina Kannada. Dr. Anantesh G. Barkur, Surveillance Officer, National Public Health Surveillance Network of World Health Organization, Mangalore Unit. Dr. Naveen Chandra Kulal, District Surveillance Officer. Dr. Mohammad Ismail Ejamadi, Chairman, Kanachur Health Science Advisory Council, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Dr. M.V. Prabhu, Member, Kanachur Health Sciences Advisory Council, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Dr. Ratnakar UP, Dean, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Dr. Arish Shetty, Medical Superintendent, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Dr. Rowan Moniz, Chief Administrative Officer, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. I now request Dr. Asif Khan, Professor, Department of Community Medicine, to escort the dignitaries to the dais. Prayer is an invocation of our heart, a calling forth of divine energies to be manifested in one's life. I now call upon Dr. Syed Mateen, intern, to recite the verses of Holy Quran.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning everyone present over here. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ya ayyuhan nasu ittaqu inna khalaqnakum min dhakarin wa unsa wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qaba'ila lita'arafu. Inna akramakum indallahi atqakum. Inna Allah alimun khabir. I seek refuge in shaitan from the accursed one. In the name of Allah, the most gracious and the most merciful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, O mankind, indeed we have created you from a male and female and made you peoples and tribes, that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted. This ayat is taken from Surah number 49 and verse number 13. Thank you.
Thank you. Small cheer and a great welcome make a merry fest, says William Shakespeare. May I now request Dr. Asif Khan, Professor, Department of Community Medicine, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning everybody. Alhamdulillah, thanks to Allah, I am privileged to give the welcome speech on the behalf of Department of Community Medicine, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Firstly, I would like to welcome Dr. Kishore Kumar M, District Health and Family Welfare Officer, Dakshina Kannada, who is our chief guest. And in spite of his busy schedule, he consented to be the chief guest of this CME. I welcome you, sir. I would like to thank our patrons, Dr. Haji UK Monu, Chairman, Kanachur Islamic Educational Trust, and Mr. Abdur Rahman, Director, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. It's my privilege to extend a warm welcome to the dynamic and vibrant Chairman of Kanachur Health Advisory Council, Dr. Mohammad Ismail Ejamadi, to the CME, who wholeheartedly consented to preside over this CME. It is also my honor to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Rajesh BV, who is the Reproductive and Child Health Officer, Dakshina Kannada. I welcome you, sir. I want to take a moment to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Anantesh G. Barkur, the Surveillance Officer of National Public Health Surveillance Network, WHO, who is the driving force behind the conducting of the CME and I also express my gratitude to him for being instrumental. Extend a hearty welcome to our chairman, Dr. Haji UK Monu, for his. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. I want to take a moment to extend a warm welcome to Dr. Anantesh G. Barkur, the Surveillance Officer of National Public Health Surveillance Network, WHO, who is the driving force behind the conducting of the CME. And I also express my gratitude to him for being instrumental in providing funds from WHO for provision of high tea and lunch to the delegates of CME. Thank you, sir. Welcome, sir. It's my pleasure to welcome the learned Dr. M. Venkatraya Prabhu, member, Kanachur Health and Advisory Council, to the CME. Your presence here is a great deal to us, sir. Welcome, sir. I would also like to welcome our beloved Dean of Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences, Dr. Ratnakar UP, to the CME. Welcome, sir. I would also like to extend a hearty welcome to the medical superintendent of our hospital, Kanachur Hospital and Research Center, Dr. Harish Shetty, for the CME. Welcome, sir. It's our genuine pleasure to welcome Dr. Shanawaz Manipadi. Is not there? Okay. I would like to welcome Dr. Rohan Monis, Chief Administrative Medical Officer, Kanachur Hospital and Research Center, to this CME. Welcome, sir. Also, I wish to welcome all the heads of the department, staff of different departments and postgraduate students to this CME. Last but not the least, I am pleased to welcome people from the media. I wish to welcome everybody from the bottom of my heart to the CME who, in spite of being busy, took time out to be a part of the CME. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Asif Khan, for the warm welcome. Light fades away darkness. Light guides us towards the ray of hope. I cordially invite our respected dignitaries for lamping light ceremony and to inaugurate the program. And have the power to truly guide us and impact us in our lives. May I now call upon our chief guest for the day, Dr. Kishore Kumar Yam.
I'm very happy to be here on this inaugural ceremony of today's CME on MR elimination and other vaccine preventable diseases. This program we have been conducting since last 2 months in various medical institutions of our district. I think today is our 5th program in Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences we are conducting, and this is one of the much important CME nowadays, because we are seeing now emergence of many vaccine preventable diseases. Especially this requires one kind of intensive intervention in terms of the surveillance as well as management of the cases. And with the effective immunization. We are not just preventing the diseases, we are preventing even the disabilities as well as deaths with this vaccine preventable illness. So the surveillance has to be strengthened, as well as this has to be the sustainability also required in this, because we are seeing many cases of measles even in our district. So by doing one continued effective surveillance only, we can identify the cases. So the detection of cases as well as management of these cases also very important. So in this context, this type of CME really helpful, especially for all our public health workers as well as all the institutions, because we have been seeing cases in the institutions also, like measles and all. And this year, it's already declared as MR elimination year. So this plays very important part of our public health system now. So I hope this CME with our expert resource persons are there, so definitely it will throw some light on how we have to work both private as well as government sector hand in hand, so that we can prevent the vaccine preventable diseases as well as the disability and deaths associated with it. So I thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to come and share my few thoughts with you. So thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable words. Moving on, I now request guest of honor Dr. Rajesh BV, Reproductive and Child Health Officer, Dakshina Kannada, to speak a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Dignitaries on the dais and all my friends of Kanachur Institute of Medical Science. So everything has been told by our DHO. And just I want to remind, this year is MR elimination year, 2023. By end of 2023, we have to eliminate measles as well as rubella. Just I want to remind only three things. How effective is the vaccine against vaccine preventable diseases, communicable diseases. First thing is smallpox. Second, polio. And the third thing, recently we all experienced very well regarding COVID. Smallpox is not there throughout worldwide. Polio, nowhere seen since 12 years in India. And COVID very well maintained by our vaccination. We have all immunized. So still, one more opportunity for us to prevent measles with rubella by immunizing each and every kids less than 5 years old. So I feel very happy to be here, and I appeal to you all to join hands with our Government of India as well as WHO and our District Health and Family Welfare Office, so that this is a good opportunity and we will be the live example of part of elimination of polio, COVID as well as now MR. So I hope you all will join hands with us. So I have few slides. I will explain what is the situation of measles, rubella globally and in India and even in our Dakshina Kannada. So I do not to take much of your time. So thank you one and all.
We are privileged to have with us Dr. Mohammed Isan, Kanachur Health Science Advisory Council, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences. Always been a pillar of strength and motivation in all our endeavors. Now, I kindly request...
Good morning. My students who have become the DHO and the surveillance officers, that and on the dais. We here today in talking about the immunization. March 16 is the immunization day in India. And immunization has completely changed the whole way of looking into the viral diseases. We all know very well, COVID. We finished off the COVID almost within a span of 2 years, which was never thought of. This vaccination program of COVID came, also some inventions, which is called as mRNA vaccine, which was actually not in much use, though mRNA vaccine was being thought of for the past 30 years. It came out of the shelf thanks to the COVID. COVID has changed everything about our outlook into the viral diseases and the infectious diseases. And this measles and another measles plus measles, which is called as rubella, German measles. Both are supposed to be the measles. Of course, both are RNA viruses caused by different type of the viruses and giving rise to different clinical settings and clinical symptoms and mortalities. These particular diseases can be absolutely be prevented by vaccination. Prevention is better than cure is no more applicable in viral diseases than anywhere else. These two diseases can be completely be cured provided we proactively take part in getting the immunization done for our children. Now what is happening is, as I came to know that only 95% of the vaccination has undergone for MR vaccines, and that too, the vaccination which should have been given by 9 months, it is going beyond that particular period. So what we have to do is we have to sensitize all the healthcare workers, the doctors, the nurses, and particularly the pediatricians and also the obstetricians. The obstetricians have the right to and the duty to tell all those mothers and the fathers that your child, as soon as possible, try to give all those vaccination, because this vaccination is going to give a health for the nation. And as we all know that nowadays we do not have much children. We only have 1 or 2, and the maximum may be 3. That also is not encouraged and recommended. So when we have children only 1 or 2, and every child is a precious property for the family as well as for the nation, and the health of these individuals are very, very important. Today's children are our tomorrow's national heroes, and they are the one who can build our nation, and hence we have sensitized about the vaccination program to everybody in every one of our meeting, wherever it is taking place. 1 or 2 words about vaccination has to be told. And now we have vaccination for everything. An mRNA vaccine can produce vaccine for any virus, including the so-called monkey virus, monkeypox virus, and we have a vaccination for Zika virus. We can produce vaccination for Cassandra disease. We can produce vaccination for dengue virus, and so on and so forth. So henceforth, any infectious disease is going to be treated or going to be prevented by the vaccination, and we have to enforce this vaccination program to the level best. Thank you very much. All the best.
As a token of gratitude and the UK Mono to honor the chief guest, Dr. Kishore Kumar M.
Work for measles and rubella elimination, that you are free of those 2 deadly diseases. And we have examples, like we have eliminated polio from India. So many of our seniors, all those sitting here, have worked for polio elimination and polio free India. So similarly, first of all, I would like to thank District Administration, Dakshina Kannada, District Health Office of Dakshina Kannada for arranging this program, as well as I would like to thank Chairman as well as management of Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences for organizing this program and making it a huge success. And the success can be measured like how after few years, so that we can proudly say that we are free of measles and rubella. So we have large number of measles right now in India, but Government of India is very much hopeful that within this 5 to 6 months we can able to eliminate these 2 diseases if we join hands together. So lastly, and thank you all who are participated here, especially from all the departments. It is not only responsible of pediatric department, we have its medicine, dermatology, OBG department, ortho, everyone's contribution is very much required for this elimination of these two diseases. So thank you one and all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have been the backbone of this program. On the behalf of Department of Community Medicine, Kanachur Institute of Medical Sciences, we thank you for making this event a great success. Thank you, everyone.